If you knew you would succeed, what would you commit to doing in faith? How does the pandemic derail your planning? What step can you take today to get your plans back on track? What do you think God wants you to accomplish in the middle of this pandemic? Yan po ang tatlong katanungan na ating pong binasa sa ating huling paksa sa ating pong topic na a faith that works when life doesn't. At bilang panghuling topic po ay narito po ang ating pong talakayin. Ito ay may pamagat na you can still make plans in a pandemic. James 1:5, if you want to know what God wants you to do, ask Him and He will gladly tell you, for He is always ready to give a bountiful supply of wisdom to all who ask in Him. There's nothing wrong with planning, even during the uncertain days of a pandemic. But if you want God's blessing on your plans, it is important to include Him in your planning. The book of James gives us a promise when it comes to planning. It says, if you want to know what God wants you to do, ask Him and He will gladly tell you. For He is always ready to give you bountiful supply of wisdom to all who ask Him. James 1:5 TLB version po yung binasa natin. God promises He will give you wisdom as you plan. You just have to ask. This is part of humbling yourself before God. You don't have to wonder what He wants you to do with your life. You just have to pray about it. God is always ready to give you the wisdom you need to make good plans. We are living in a unique time, and you might feel like most areas of your life are in limbo. You may feel like you can't make any plans or that you are stuck in a temporary situation. Maybe you haven't even made any plans because your goal or one goal is just to get through this pandemic. But as the pandemic stretches on, you don't want to waste these weeks and months. It may feel like time is standing still, but God's purposes are always moving forward. If I don't want you to miss being part of them, sabi ko ng may akda. While there are many things during this pandemic that you can control, there are many things that you have control over. I challenge you to set aside an hour this week to prayerfully make a plan for the rest of this year. It can be a plan for your spiritual growth, family, ministry, finances, or career. Whatever you want to talk to God about, make it a time to seek God's wisdom and set some goals. You can start by praying, Lord, what do you want me to do for the rest of this year? What do you want me to do with my life? What is your will? God, please give me your wisdom so that I can serve you well and fulfill my purpose.